Hey y'all, hey YouTube and Facebook. Naylove. I would like to come in on Fat for Life TV, but my server is tied up right now doing some processing work, uploading videos down off of my other channel. So I'm going to have my helper assist me today. We about to go out here and harvest us some mint for this. Put the work in Wednesday. Hey Nick, how you doing? Nick, did you see the title? Every now and then your girl be doing things with planting. I don't like to be boxed in. People like to box you in. But I'm a multi-dimensional person. Hi Jimmy, how you doing? And on this day, I'm going to talk about my status of my plants. My summer grow was seriously shortchanged because of some pesky little bugs called gnats. I had fungus gnats. I had fungus gnats. I had fruit flies. I had every kind of gnat you could think of. And they ruined the plants that I was trying to grow indoors. So I had to resort to bringing those plants outdoors. And it was actually too late for them and the damage was done. So a lot of the stuff that I had planted for the summer grow did not grow. All was not lost though, because I did get a few bell pepper plants, as we can see over here. I'm gonna turn the camera around. I got some beautiful specimens. There's two more baby gorgeous ones coming up on. They ready to be plucked, but my helper is gonna come out here and help me chop down this mint. This a whole lot of mint that I don't want to go to waste just because I'm not eating it fast enough. So I'm gonna solicit his aid in chopping it down. Okay, helper, I need you to get the scissors. What you want to chop it with? Okay. He got the disease these kids be having with headphones on the head so they can't hear us. Now, I took some of my mint and I put it in this container because mint grow like weeds. And a couple that we pulled by accident, I put it in this container and look at it. It is just proliferating tremendously. I also wanted y'all to take note of my hydrangeas. They are so beautiful. And, oops, let me get out the shadow. These are two hydrangea plants. You point them out? Yeah, thank you, helper. Those are my two hydrangea plants that struggled last year. I didn't even know they were going to come back because I kind of hacked it up the wrong way. And thought I had destroyed them. Trying to prune it, and I didn't know what I was doing. But they came back beautifully, and I'm going to tell you what helped them. And my helper helped me put it in there. I'm going to show you. Coffee grounds. Right here. And you see what this says? Coffee grounds from Starbucks. You can go to Starbucks any day of the week and get you tons of coffee grounds for free for gardening. And that's a program that a lot of people probably don't know about. That looked like a garlic that didn't grow. Where you find that at? Oh, it fell. It didn't grow. It wasn't planted. I can smell it. It still smell like garlic.
What is this?
It's garlic. Anyway, you got the scissors? Okay. All right. Now,
This is fresh garlic.
getting down there trying to harvest those mints on the ground is hard for you, girl. So, I need a strong hands, healthy helper. Get down there for me. Now, I don't want you to go down as far to the ground as you did before. Well, that section you can, but not over here.
Then that's where I'm going to start.
Okay.
But that's not where
All right. Okay, my helper is going to help me with the mint once he put the garlic down that we're not talking about. No, we're going to watch him dance first and do what with the garlic? Just waste time. You walk around the house to do what? We're trying to cut the mint and we got the cameras rolling. But we got plenty of time to watch you. Go ahead, dance. Do the little ditty. You want to be a star? Go ahead.
I don't want to be one.
What do you think? Cut. That's what I want you to do.
I'm already one. I'm already a star.
Okay, good. I'm going to be a star harvester of mint now. Oh, yeah, all of it. We chopping all this mint down today.
Oh.
Hi, Barry. How you doing?
I'm talking about over here, like low.
Yeah, low.
Oh, this is what we chopped the last time.
We're going to chop it all down low. Because it's going to come right back. It's still at least 2 more months to grow. Okay, I'm finna go get the containers to put it in. Hey, Nano Brown. You said inbox you. Hey, Barry. Hey, Bambi. Hey, Annette B, how you doing? I'm just not seeing the comments. Okay, I'm going to go get a container so we can take these mint in. Then I'm going to tell you the status of my zucchini. That's the one thing I did plant and I wanted to grow. And I'm going to show you what happened there. I tried to grow it in a grow bag and that didn't quite work out. So I'm going to show you the difference. It's a trip. We try to mess with nature, but we can't do better than what God already had planned. Okay, here go my zucchini plants.
Ow, 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 ow.
Hey, Nano, I've been doing okay. I threw the mental health part in there. Don't think that I'm not going to get around to that. Yes, sir. Huh? There go the container.
No, I'm talking about the gloves. They're inside. Oh.
No, don't get the gloves. You don't need them. I will pick them up. Put the containers over there. Chop. That's all I want you to do is chop. That's all I want you to do.
I know.
Don't need gloves for that. Okay, now, look at the difference. Planted these 2 seeds same day in the grow bag. 2 seeds over here, same exact day. And look, it's ginormous compared to that plant over there. So I'm learning the hard way. Zucchini don't want to be closed up or confined. Zucchini wants to do its thing. And I did this time get girls. I didn't see girls over there. You could tell girls because it kind of looked like a little penis there, little Peter. See that? So y'all be thinking, when y'all be seeing the eggplant or the zucchini plant, y'all be thinking that's the peen. They be using that as the symbol for a peen, and that's actually the girl plant. But I'm gonna touch on the mental health part. One reason why I started growing is my health. And I have attention deficit disorder, and I was trying to get medication so I could take this test. I got an important solar test coming up. And instead of being prescribed something that I've been taking for 10 years, I've been given a hard time because I'm an old bag now. I'm considered an old bag. So they didn't like my heart rate being higher, and therefore refused to give me Adderall in my old age. So that's something you got to worry about if you got attention deficit disorder, that when you get older, they're going to give you a hard time for the same medicine you've been taking for years. I didn't want to get frustrated. The fact that I didn't let that stop me, I kept on pushing forward. I got approved for reasonable accommodations for my test. I'm telling you guys this because you may have a college kid right now or even a high school kid trying to take the SATs and suffer from attention deficit disorder. There are reasonable accommodations you can get because everything is not just solved by pills, okay? And one way I've been solving my problem is with food. You will be amazed at your health, how many conditions are improved when you start putting the right foods in your body. I would never be ashamed of wasting time growing my own food. I could never afford this luxury of all this mint, $3 for a little bitty package. Hey, Slide, how you doing?
Nana.
So I wanted to speak on the mental health part because I would be a liar. Yes, sir. Huh? I want you to get these bigger ones first. All of them. They real tall. What I do with the container? Here you go. Put the ones you cut in here.
Yeah, that's what was in the first one.
And so me, my normal self, would be getting real anxious about now because it's getting closer and closer to test date, and I didn't have no medicine. I didn't know how I was going to get through that test without bombing, without assistance. Well, I fought I advocated. I call it fight. I advocated for myself by insisting on reasonable accommodations. If you have a child who had an IEP done, they qualify. That IEP qualifies you to get reasonable accommodations based on your disabilities. My disability is attention deficit disorder. It's a mental health issue, although I think that's wrongfully categorized. Nevertheless, I suffer from other mental illnesses that compound the problem, and most of them, I feel like they cousins to each other. I get anxious because I worry about getting to places on time, being organized, following through, being consistent, staying focused, and not being distracted. It's not the other way around. It's not the way that I'm depressed and then I get distracted. I get distracted and get depressed because I screw up my life being distracted. So you might have a teenager or college student or high school want to take the SAT. They struggle in school. with the time limits. That was me. I would get straight A's in the class, take the test, the so-called test, the standardized test that make you pass from the one level to the next level, like Algebra 1 to Algebra 2, and would bomb the standardized test. I knew nothing about taking tests until I went to Job Corps. And I went to Job Corps after I went to college. So don't let nobody lie to you and say college is the only option for you when it comes to get yourself educated. Job Corps is still a good program to this day. And Job Corps saved my life when I was homeless at 21. That's where I went, because people didn't give you a job just because you went to college. I went to college and dropped out. I wasn't ready for college. I went to college at 16 and I was too young. Okay, thank you. I was too young. Keep chopping all this section.
Man, I got a question, bro.
What?
Alright.
Hey, Tanisha, how you doing? What's your question? Yeah, I dropped out of college. I was 17 years old
You dropped out of college.
in my second year of college.
Yeah, how
And-
you get so smart?
How did I get so smart? Oh, that's a compliment. I was born that way. God gave me that. Okay, getting out of the sun. Ooh, I'm working up a sweat here. I'm talking about the mental health part because a lot of us ain't going to admit publicly what's going on with us. And I was moved and touched by a video I watched about a girl who did mukbangs and ASMR type of videos. And she had been doing it a while. She got views in the millions. And she was finally admitted to having depression as an illness. And depression is one of those rough ones. It's very hard to block out those dark thoughts. And we need to take care of our mental health. Some of the so-called Section 8 sector, that's the problem. Undiagnosed, untreated mental health. I take my mental health seriously. And so that's why I'm speaking on it today. I threw the men in because that's just the way my life goes. And that's what I want to talk about. Hey, Dee Dee. Hey, Bomani. Hey, Mike Green. How you doing? How you guys doing? Glad you joined me. Anyway, I'm trying to cool off here and get back on topic. Anyway, y'all know that I'm trying to go for the solar thing. So I advocated for my rights to have a reasonable accommodation. That's turning into kind of a nightmare of its own, but I'm sure it's going to work itself out. My normal self will be worried and stressing out about that, but no, I'm putting that in God's hand. Some things you just can't worry about. You got to put it in his hand. Give it to God. He'll handle it for you. He'll have it figured out. It'll be figured out before you worked it out. He'll work it out before you figure it out. So, but I want to emphasize that if you got certain disabilities, you have rights, and you have to advocate for your rights to be reasonably accommodated. And for me, reasonable accommodation meant having a separate room, getting longer time to take the test, and being able to get up, because sitting is painful for me. That's the hardest part of taking the test. That's what's going to be the hardest part. And therefore, I need to be able to get up. Well, I got approved for those. Okay, we're going to take all the way till your dad get here before we chop them all down and get them.
All of these?
Yes. Why are they wet?
So water on
Why?
it was so easy to cut.
I didn't need that. I needed them dry because I'm going to be drying it. I'm back to my supervisory duties. I see I can't get distracted. An idle mind decided to waste time watering the plants that I didn't need watering. They had plenty of rain from yesterday. All they needed to be was picked, chopped, and picked. Okay? Would you chop the rest of these? Because I don't want to wait for you to pick one at a time. Chop all the rest of these down. And I'll pick it myself. I'll pick it myself. I do not want you to stop and chop everything down. I'll pick it myself. I just want you to chop. Because you don't seem to be able to pick fast. You can chop fast, but you can't pick fast. I don't know what's wrong with that. All these could be picked up at one time. Not you. You're going to make it 10 trips. 10 steps and 10 trips.
The reason I be picking them up like that because I know you don't want the leaves chopped up.
But you know what I don't want? I don't want to waste no video footage watching you put them in one at a time. I want all of the mint chopped. So when he's finished with that, I will show y'all what I do next, which is dry them out. That's why they didn't need water. Now that's why I'm pissed. Didn't need no water at all. I was gonna show y'all how to dry them out, but instead I'll be showing y'all with oregano. The plan for the mint was ruined. That's how you lose jobs, when you don't listen to instructions. He's my helper being contrary right now. But I'm coming in to show y'all after we cut down all those mint, I leave them in the sun to dry. And here go some oregano that I cut and let dry. And that way I can preserve what I harvest and not have it go to waste. Anyway. Hey, loving my hair. Did you see? Did you see? Okay.
Both buckets are full.
Okay.
Or you want me? Never mind. I just.
Did you see where I did the now I can't think. I'm getting distracted by contrariness. Did you see why I did the zucchini? I'll go back out there and show you. Just for you, loving my hair. I'm going to do another video and get some more zucchini started. I was making a mistake with my aloe vera plant. It was too wet and one of the leaves fell off. There's my aloe vera plant. And I repotted it in this big pot. Now what I'm going to do is try to grow more aloe vera plants from that plant. Okay, now I'm going to go back out to the zucchini. Because when I came in to cool off, my contrary helper had to come in with me. Instead of finishing the job they were instructed to do. That's what you go through. I know y'all go through that with kids. Okay. Now, I tried the zucchini in a pot grow bag. That's the zucchini in the grow bag. That's the zucchini. Hold on, let me turn the camera around. Okay, now you see, that's the zucchini in the ground. And believe me, it's a drastic difference between the zucchini in the ground and the zucchini in the bag. These two was planted the same day as these two. And look at the difference. So that zucchini is not like in the grow bags. I'm disappointed about that. Because y'all know the train had to make an appearance in all my videos. The train must make an appearance. The zucchini didn't like the grow bag. This is the second go round, and it didn't want to get down. And you can see the difference. I'm trying to stand over here with the sun to my back now. That's the zucchini in the grow bag, and that's the zucchini in the ground. It's loving the ground. So that's proof. Ain't nothing better than Mother Nature. It's all kinds of nutrients and worms and bugs and whatnot, ecosystem under the ground that the plants benefit from. And they just do way better in the ground. I'm afraid for it though, because I planted it so late. This is fall. So I don't know if I'm going to get a harvest or not, but it has been a hot fall. I'm burning up right now, sweating my butt off. So, you know, it may just be warm enough for me to actually get some zucchini this year. That's what I'm hoping. What I had decided is that if it gets cold, I'm going to go ahead and dig the zucchini plant up and bring the natural dirt with me indoors. That's the worst case scenario. I hope I don't have to resort to that. I hope I can just let it continue getting its life out here, like these beautiful bell peppers are doing. Look how beautiful they are. Beautiful. That's the bad news about my zucchini. So I wanted to update y'all, my plant friends, on that. I mentioned the mental health because it's a factor. I wanted to discuss it. I would like to have a panel discussion. If you would like to join me, Slide, or one of you ladies that's tuned in, if you're still here with me, I would like to have a discussion panel on mental health. I share with you some of my mental health issues. Here, the psychiatry department is a 2-year waiting list. Can you imagine having a mental health and you have to wait 2 years to see a doctor? Can you imagine? That's crazy to me. So, mental health is real. And I'm sure that's why a lot of people come to this Section 8 sector. I know you Facebook people don't know what the heck I'm talking about. But people come to this Section 8 sector with their mental health issues because they don't have nowhere else to go. You can't turn to family. You can't trust them. You think you could trust strangers, But you can't, because we got some reckless people online that think the internet belongs to them, and they running things with their reckless mouth and reckless behavior, stalking and harassing people, destroying their channel. Somebody attacked my channel again. Each video I pull up is somebody just sitting waiting to flag me. I don't know who it is personally, and it's on my nerve. So all of you on the Fat for Life website, I changed my video to subscription only. I'm gonna post up a screenshot showing you how I only took my video out of private one day, and in one day some hateful asshole came along, flagged it. Just hateful. A video that been on YouTube 9 years. My Fat for Life TV channel is 9 years old, and I got a hateful follower, obsessed, that ain't got no love for they love. So I got a little message in my box today that I didn't get a strike, thank goodness, and that's to let you know, you hater. YouTube approved it. It is just got an age restriction on it, but there was no age restriction prior to today. So that's somebody who newly flagged my channel. And if you want to know why I went to get my own website, worked hard, busted my butt, took 7 years to control my destiny so that I didn't have to live in fear. Because see, fear creates anxiety. Live in fear because some hateful witches who don't like me for whatever reason keep flagging my videos. Okay. Now, tomorrow I'm going to come back on here, try to come on in the morning, so I can show y'all how I do the aloe vera plant. I just wanted y'all, just threw the mint in there because I wanted y'all to see how much mint I got. I had it chopped down about 2 months ago. Him and his little classmate chopped it all the way down to the ground. And that's how much grew back. What you saw is how much grew back after being already a big chop done already. So I expect to have a whole lot more still coming in November. And mint is a plant that will grow well into November, even after the snow fall. All right, as y'all can see, I'm sweating up a storm because it's hot. And I'm about to get up out this video. I'll be back on with a tech haul. I got some technology coming in the bathroom. You could just dump it out in the tub and go get the rest of the mint. Chop it. I want all the mint chopped. Anyway, I'm about to get up out this video. Thanks for watching. Peace and love. So I'll see y'all again in the next video, or when I get off of grandma duty.